Hey guys, good morning. Happy Republic Day. You want sweet box? You want sweet? We're waiting for sweet. Am I audible to you? Very good. Republic Day. Tell me the question. When we got the year? 19? Ah, very good. Some people doesn't know that also. They thought 1947 till. I shared some files. See, I also posted one day. Many students are not doing assignments very bad. What? Many students are doing. Oh, arey yaar. This problem with my wife. I'm talking something with her and I'm doing like this. Actually, I'm explaining to our postman. While explaining the postman, I'm typing. Thank God. You should have messaged me immediately, no? Arey yaar. Ah, now corrected. That's great. You are watching classroom also nowadays. Great that is. Are you just now you watched? You already watched. Then why you are not messaging me? Arey. I thought you are good students. So we are to avoid this kind of problems, right? We are talking with one company, okay? So we are copying with some company, some third party company. So they will create some website designed for Naresh IT. So Naresh IT chairman yesterday he talked with me and he's making as a subject matter expert for this data science. So I need to give the topics. I need to which type of questions I need to provide to students. If I mention this and that website people, the third party company people will design and they will hand over to students. And in that everything will be tracked. How many times you open that, how many questions you solved, why you are not solved, how much time you take, how many levels you completed, that everything we will see at one place. So that is the idea. From next batch onwards, we want to implement that. The best use of this, you can't anyhow you will not do assignments. I know that. And this will we are giving access to parents also this time. That is okay. We are giving access to parents also. One guy came last batch and he's saying that my father is coming to talk with you. Can you help me? No, I will not help you. Okay. He is not yet attend the classes. So his father is coming to talk with me. How do you get job? He's attended kind of thing. He not attend the classes, then how can I say that? That is. So in order to avoid this is one thing. And as well as so glad that Naresh Shetty accepted my course curriculum that what we are covering currently. That is this also now every trainer should implement this. That every trainer should implement this. That is a new course curriculum. That is from also that is anyhow already covering for you. Anyhow, I am covering for you the same thing. It is taking that almost 190, 200 hours to cover this all syllabus. I included all included. Even this MakerSuit, Google, Azure ML, everything I included. And everything that is accepted by chairman sir and that is instructions are going to every faculty. So that you need to teach. So in order to cover reduce hours, we are giving SQL, Power BI to the other faculties. So we'll save 15 days time, right? Like that. So that is the thing. And I included mathematics also in that. The only the doubt is if we do mathematics 50, so half of the people will not come to the class. That is the only doubt we are getting. If we teach mathematics. But if you cover all these things only, then only you'll get job, right? And we are planning to give that Azure certification also. Like if you pay the money, we will make able to pass you like kind of thing. And that also for nominal price, bulk. If you go over 5,000 rupees, you go for with some college kind of thing, you will get 2000 rupees kind of thing like that. So that is also planning is there. So we want to change all Naresh IT thing, everything that is. So yesterday 2 hour discussions happened night. That is. Yeah, good vision that is. That is a good vision. Anyhow, ultimately student will benefit, right? But he is concerning only one thing. The dropout in data science batches is very huge. That is only his concern. Why the dropouts are happening? Tell me why the dropouts are happening. So general 100 members are there, but at the end of the batch, only 50 members are left. What is the problem with dropouts? What is your views generally? I want to take some poll. Bolo Soro, what is the problem? Classes are not understanding. Okay, 20% students are like that. Anyhow, if you do anything out of 120 people are like that. What about remaining 30 people? Placement assistants. Hmm. For that you need to pay 5 lakhs. Yeah. If you want placement, that is. That is true. I am understanding that irregular type classes, you are lacking of interest. Okay. Once you not attend the classes, what will happen? Generally, you will not understand next day class. If the continuation, lack of the interest. That is. You can count it now. How many are there here? Around 30 members now? Suppose 30 into 38, how much? 68. Almost 70 members are there. I am glad. I am happy. My batch people are 70 members are coming. That is. So he is feeling that that is your job. Every student should come to the class. That is. Hmm. Hello, am I audible now? Yeah. Download this wine quality data set. You already there data set and download the file also. Lagging. Why is it breaking? Now, still it is lacking. Good, right? Yes. Yeah, please download this. Let's start linear regression and have a class is there tomorrow. Tomorrow 9 to 1. And Sunday also is there 9 to 1. Tomorrow is there 9 to 1. Sunday also there 9 to 1. tomorrow we will do Python class object, and then we'll do Flask and testing and create APIs. That everything we will do tomorrow in 4 hours. CS file is already there now with you? Not there? Download that CSV file, data file, wine quality red. I already shared this all the files in the data files also. There is some data file available. But here wine quality red, the data set, you need to download it. You need to download that data set. CSV file only. CSV file only. The name is called wine quality red. Wine red. Wine red. What is meaning of red wine and black wine? Avesh? Why are you laughing, Avesh? What is meaning of red wine and black wine? No idea. One day, what happened? My father told me, bring mention house. Okay. I don't know what is mention house. Then my brother came. Mention house is a very small thing. My father shocked. My father shocked while seeing my brother is saying that. He is explaining to me. That is. I'm very poor on this. Generally, what happened in my childhood, there is a shop is there for my grandmother. She usually take care of some normal shop. In that all, cigarette packets, that kind of stuff will be there. So the guys will come and they will ask you cigarette packet. I don't know that is. Then I will ask him, in this what do you want? And I will only ask him to what is the rate. I don't know rate also. So I will ask him what is the rate and give me that money and take what you want. So that shop is village now. So everyone is known person. So they will not cheat generally. So that is. But I'm very poor on this. That is. So that's why I'm asking Avesh Khan, what is red wine and black wine? Chalo, read that 4 packages. So the main thing is you should complete that in the class, all the data set. That's why I'm sharing with you directly. If you type, you're getting errors, right? To avoid that error, this is the reference. The reference, but don't copy, type it. I will copy, you will type it. Okay. You will type it, that is. Step 1 is read the package. Step 1 is read the package. Read the packages. You already know all the packages. Extra one added warnings package. If you get any warnings because of Python version, sometimes what happen, you will get warnings. That will avoid. What happened, Kumar? You already know warnings package? You used. Great. Warnings package will avoid the warnings, not errors. Step 2, read the data. Please confirm the chat. Everyone following. Read the data, you already know. Read the data. The data name is called wine quality. Wine red, that is the data name. Read it, don't copy it. If you copy it, my name will come. Okay. This is not the objective here. Yeah, house prediction data is there, right? Oh, techno hangs wala. Think like the same thing you will complete that today only, okay? After this completed. Read the data and please confirm that in the chat. Have you completed that? Read the data. What Manu? What is not defined? Pip initial warnings karo. Pip initial warnings. Okay, if it's not available, this is very easy. Okay, do like this. When you download it, it is coming NN, which means you are not downloaded properly. Simple. If you open your Excel sheet, one row will be empty, one row will be answer. This is the alternative. See, alternative हो जाएगा. First one is what? 7.4. One row is empty, another row is value, another row is empty, another row is value. Okay, you are not downloaded that properly. Download properly. How you download it? Go to bind quality red. Open with Google Sheets. Open with Google Sheets. What happened now? It is already one row. It is empty. Is there no? That is the problem. One row is empty. What happened when you go file and download in PDF? It is coming like that. There's a drop duplicates is there. Can you try the drop duplicates? Only some people are having. Some people doesn't have. Same. Are you seeing same like this only while you're downloading? The view. Some empty are you seeing or not while downloading? No. You are not able to see. That's why it is not coming for you. I am able to see. If I download, I will come that like that might be. Yeah, empty rows are there. One thing is go to there in the Excel file, delete that empty rows. That is the one thing. Or while reading also, you can apply that without NT. Okay. Apply the drop duplicates. Df dot column is there. Drop duplicates or drop NA. Something kind of, try it and let me know. Drop duplicates or drop NA. Drop NA करो पहले. Drop duplicate बाद में करो. Because values duplicate है so that will also will drop. Working. Df dot drop NA. If not working, come to here. Because I don't have any AN, I'm not able to see that output. Df dot drop NA. For you it is same. That is fine. Some people are having that NAN values. Open new tab. Like how? Tell me. This how to open? I opened. Okay. Then three dots. Okay. Open in window. No, आ गए ना same. If I download, it will come properly. You are saying. Where is the download button? Okay. Let's see. But drop NA will work. You are lucky persons. Drop NA करो. Drop NA. Tell me, drop NA is working or not? Reading the data. After warning, reading the data. Index is also fine. That you can apply the ignore index also. Tell me, Sravya, drop in work aitunda? This laptop this create. Sabita, Priyanka, drop in is working. Why it is not working, Sabita? Diksha is working. Drop in should work. Shravani is working. You need to save into some other variable, ma. Save into other variable. Save as a df1. Okay. That will not overwrite. That will not overwrite. Until unless you need to place in place equal to true. Otherwise, do in place equal to true. We already discussed this, right? In place equal to true karo, it will save in overwrite in the same data. Otherwise, what you need to do? Save into a new data. So you should be smart in this. Otherwise, I will not happy. In place equal to true. That we discussed many times. Or do the basic checks. Those who are read it. Those are read basic checks. What is the type? How many columns are there? How much data is there? Null values is there or not? Do quick checks. Do the quick checks. EDA I'm not teaching here. We already covered 10 days for EDA. Okay, this class is directly applying the ML models. If you are getting error, please ask me. Drop NA is equal to in plus equal to true. What happened? No charging. Drop NA. Ujma done? Why? No laptop. Huh? Not able to? Open the folder. What happened, Renuka? System is updating. That is the correct answer. Not able to folder is not the correct answer. Okay, next. I hope everyone is good. Can you please confirm the chat? df.shape karo. Some quick checks. df.columns karo. And df.info karo. That will give all. So no need to convert, no need of EDA. That's why I picked this. This will start after you done all the EDA, okay? After converting to categorical to numerical, after you fill the missing values, everything should be like this. Non-null, 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 and everything should be in which data type? Numerical data type. Think like that this data set is, you already done EDA and you got this kind of data set. Clean data set. Okay, because you already know how to do EDA and this is the next step. So that's why I picked this data set. If I am not sure, but your house prediction data also same like this only. I think no null values, all are converted into numerical only. Just check that. What happened, Shankar? To avoid that only, I shared this file. Shankar, you need to download this file, open that, because we want to finish the class in time and with 100% accuracy. That's why I've shared this file. I would not, you are not downloaded, right? Shankar? I will downloaded this file. Then copy it now. You downloaded. Don't be lack in the class. Be with the class. That's why I shared this. Everyone should be with the class. Okay. It's okay, no? Show me output value. Show me the value. It's coming 5 or 5.0. Even one value also is 5.0, your value will come 5.0. That is not a big deal, right? That's not a big deal, Shankar. You can apply ML models. You can apply ML models on complete numerical data only. Numerical data only. In above data set, target column is quality. That means you need to identify or you need to predict. You need to predict the quality of the wine. Quality of the wine based on input data, based on input given columns. Okay. And the target column data type is numerical. If you have any categorical data, convert into numerical before applying the ML model. Before apply ML model. If you have any missing values, impute that values, before applying ML model. This is two are very, very mandatory. Applying the missing values, convert numerical to categorical. Impute before apply ML model. This is our objective. What is our objective here? Predict the quality of the wine. Objective here is predict the quality of wine. That's why that's 5.0 is coming, right? Shankar. That's why it is coming as float. For me, it is showing 5. That's why it is coming as integer. And that is doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Suresh. Sabita. Please be with the class. If you have any issue, stop me. But don't sit idle. Done, Venki? Done, right? Next. Tell me how will apply the ML model? Process to apply the ML model. Tell me the process. Process to apply ML model. First, what we will do? Here, before applying ML, what we'll do? First, we'll divide data into two parts. Divide data into two parts. That is for train data and test data. With the ratio of 80:20 or 70:30 maximum. That's all. Correct? First, we'll divide data into two parts. Train data and test data with the ratio of 80:20 and 70:30. Now, train data has both input and output data. So that is called X train, Y train. Train data has both input and output data. Similarly, test data also has both input data and output data. What is the name? Is called X test, Y test. This we already know, correct? We divide data into two parts, train data and test data. When you divide it, train data has both input and output data. That is called X train and Y train. Where is X is nothing but input columns, Y is nothing but output column. So X is nothing but input columns. Similarly, Y is nothing but output columns. Input columns and output columns. We'll develop ML model using train data, which means using X train, comma, Y train. We'll develop ML model using train data, which means using X train, comma, sorry, my bad, Y train only. Y train only. We'll pass X data and Y data. Once model is ready, we'll pass the X test alone to the developed model. Then the model will give some output values. These are called Y predictions. What we call is called Y predictions. They are called Y predictions. This is the process, and every process we will implement Python code. That's why I'm writing the process. And that you need to remember, you need to explain in the interviews. Very easy process that we many times we discuss this is. And what we'll do last? Finally, we'll compare Y train, Y test with Y predictions. We'll compare Y test with Y predictions. Then we'll calculate all the metrics. Then we'll calculate all the metrics. So these are the steps. First, we'll divide data into two parts, train test, and X will get input column here, Y is output column. So train data has both input and output data. That is called X train, comma, Y train. Test data, X test, comma, Y test. And develop ML model using X train, Y train. Then we'll pass X test to the ML model. It will give the output, that is called Y predictions. We'll compare Y test with Y prediction. Then we'll calculate the metrics. Based on the metric, we'll analyze the model performance. Called evaluation. Read it, everyone. First what? Read it, ma. First, we'll divide data into two parts. Next, that is the train data and test data. Next, then train data has what now here in Python code, especially it look like this. X train, comma, Y train, X test, comma, Y test. Then we'll develop ML model using X train and Y train, and we'll pass what? X test. What it will give? Y prediction. Compare with, right? Exactly, this is the process in Python. Exactly, this is the process. Let's do the process. Step 3. Step 3. In order to divide train and test data, first separate input and output data separately. Input data and output data. But separate input data and output data from the original data. This is the step 3, ma. In order to define train data and test data, what you need to do? First separate input data separately, output data separately. Now df dot columns. In this, what is output data? Quality. From this, from df, you need to create two things. One is the input data, that is called X. That is the input data. And another one is what? Y. That is called output data. Now tell me here, the method, you can drop this quality. Automatically when you drop this quality from df, what will remain? Input data will remain. That is one idea. Or otherwise you need to select all the columns of input column. That is another idea. When you select, what happen? It's a big. That's why the idea is drop the quality column. Because what is the target column here? Quality from original data set. It will give input data and select the quality column. From original data. It will give output data. Simple. If you want output data, select that column. If you want input data, drop that column. Understood? Now see here, your data is saying this df dot head. Now if you drop this, the entire data will become which data? Input data. If you select only this, output. Simple. Then this process is same for everyone. Every machine learning algorithm, this process is same. What is that now? You need to divide the data into two parts. One is input data separately and output data separately. And what is the procedure for that? Drop the quality column. Then you will get input data. Select the target column. You will get what? Output data. Do it, everyone. We already learned in EDA how to drop the columns. Is that clear? Can you please confirm the chat? Your wish, that is. You want to say another variable? Give X, no? Give X is equal to df dot drop. Don't update that. X is equal to, give that exact variable. I'm not mentioning capital X, small y, ma. It is not printing mistake. Wantonly I'm mentioning capital X, small y. Understood that? Why sir is mentioning capital X, small y? See? Understood? Do that only. Capital X, small y. Practice like that. Habituate like that. Capital X is nothing but input data. Small y is nothing but output data. Python will take that only. So that's a make habituate that. Capital X and small y. Is that clear? Step 3, everyone. Good, right? Please proactive in the class. Otherwise, take the Udemy classes, 25,000 rupees by 550 courses. 50 courses you will get if you apply the Udemy instead of coming Naresh IT. Please be proactive in the class. Input data X is equal to df dot drop. What is the column name? Quality. comma x is equal to 1. No need to in place because you don't want to update that. That is the yx. That is the x. And next, what is the y? df select quality. That's it. Select the quality column, output data. Drop the quality column, input data. The procedure is same for every machine learning model. Procedure is same. Hey, Satish, sure. Okay. Procedure is same. df dot drop quality. Simple common sense. Out of the total data, drop the output column, you will get input data. Select the output column, you will get output data. As simple as that. And this procedure is common for every machine learning model. Every machine learning, the procedure is common. So you need to remember this. X dot head karo. X dot head. Okay, I didn't run this. So it is without quality. Y karo. It is only quality. That is. It is series. That is a data frame, right? If you want to get data frame, you need to give two brackets. Two brackets will give what? Data frame. That we discussed already. That is. But anything is works. Don't worry about that. Anything will works. So done. Done, ma. If you have problem, talk to me. Don't sit idle in the class. Because this procedure is common for every machine learning model. Okay, if you do one problem perfectly, that automatically you can practice many problems. That's why don't sit idle. Now you divided data. What is in your process? What is the first step now? Divide into two parts now. What is that? Train and test. Now the first step. Now step 4. Step 4. I'm moving, ma. I'm assuming you already done step 3. Moving that. Step 4. Divide data into train and test. Train and test. Instead of divide, you can write the split. Split the data into train and test. Divide data into train and test by using input data and output data by using x comma y. In the sklearn, the very beautiful is called in sklearn it has train test split available in sklearn itself. Okay, so that's why split the data. Learn the step like this. Why I'm writing like this? Split the data into train and test. So which method will helpful? In sklearn, we have train test split is available. You don't need to do manually. Python will take care of. Okay, from sklearn, dot model selection. What is available, ma? Dot model selection. From sklearn, dot model selection. sklearn pre-processing में क्या होता? In EDA we have done na sklearn dot pre-processing. Now what will come? Label encoding is there. That is the Python is communicating to you what you are performing. EDA. EDA is nothing but what? Pre-processing. So whatever the pre-processing things available where? sklearn dot pre-processing. Here what you are doing? You are building the model. That's why sklearn dot model selection. Understand that common sense. And remember the packages. That is easy. Import train test split. Enter tab. Don't type it. You will get the spelling mistakes. Okay. Enter tab. Train TR. Enter tab. Train test split. Now train test split bracket. Shift to tab karo and just understand what is asking. Array is nothing but data points. Array is nothing but what? Data points. You need to pass the X data and Y data. Array is nothing but what? Data points. You need to pass what? X data or Y data. Test size means how many points you want to divide. Now suppose you have a data. You have data of 100 observations are there. You mention that test size is equal to 0.2. Test size is equal to what? 0.2, which means 20% is test data, 80% is train data. Understand? 20% is test data and train data is how much percentage? 20% is test and 80% is the train. That is the meaning. Shift tab karo. Again, random state. And again we discuss, right? We need to divide the data into randomly. Otherwise, data, the model will get what? Bias. Shah Rukh Khan fans, Salman Khan fans, clump karo. Then give to the model. Then ask who is which fan. Then it will give the right answer. So random state is nothing but you can give any number. Now scroll down more like this. Scroll down like this. And the information will be available here, everything. What is array here? Sequence of indexable same length. That is the indexes. Test size. You can give float or integer. What is the range it is taking? 0.0 nothing but 0%. 1 is nothing but 100%. Okay. And next come, if you give one thing, other thing automatically will take. Okay, give only one. Give only one, automatically other will take. Now it is none. What is the default it is taking? 25. So 75, 25 is the default. Python will take care of 75, 25. Now scroll down. Random state. Control the shuffling, apply the data before applying the split. Okay, that's the random state. You want shuffle, you can shuffle that. Stratify random state that we already discussed. And this is the example. The beauty here, they already given the example below also. You want run separately, copy this, run it. Okay, they will give the example here also. Now everything, how to provide? Capital X, I told you, right? Capital X, small y, test size, random state equal to 42. Random state can be any number because how many ways you can select the samples? Infinite ways will be available. Infinite ways will be available. People will use 42 or 1, 2, 3, 4 generally. Like whatever it is, some number they will give. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I give 1, 2, 3, 4, my data will be different. If you give 42, your data will be different. If you give 6, your data will be different. So every person can get individual data because that is shuffle, na? I can get 135, you can get 15. Other people will get only 3. That's the random state. And next, so like this, you need to explore about the each package now onwards. Understood now? You need to come down because these are called what? Hyperparameters. Test size, who will choose? User will choose. Random state, who will choose? We will choose. This is the function parameters, but that will provided by whom? User. That's why these are called what? Hyperparameters. And that you can copy this. You can put in the Google. If you're not able to do that, There is a SQL website organization will be available. Who will available? SQL organization will be available. Whatever you mentioned in the Google, SQL dot model selection you mentioned, and dot what is there? Train test split is there. Click on that. Whatever he mentioned, that everything is displayed here only. In the shift to tab, whatever you are seeing here in the shift to tab, that everything you can able to see in the Google web page. Here you will able to see everything same code, same thing, everything ditto. If you are not able to see shift to tab, then what you need to do? You need to search in the Google. Search in the, then understand, read it, read the pages, what it is exactly doing. Read that, understand that, and explore it. Understood now? Shallow, we'll give that now. We'll give this now. Provide here. What do you want to provide here? X comma y. X comma y. Test size equal to 0.2. Test size equal to 0.2. And random state. Random state is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. I like 1, 2, 3, 4. I will give always 1, 2, 3, 4 only. You go 142. Check it. My data, your data will be different. Default value 42. This train test split will give how many values? Bolo. Train test split will give how many values? How many outputs will come if you run this? This is a function call, no? What are that? What is order? For that only shift tab will help. Who will help? Shift tab. It will give 4 values. That is very good. But what is order? The order will be important, ma. This is the order. If you forget the order, it will be mismatch. Data will be mismatch. Then model will be mismatch. Train will be test हो जाएगा. Output will be input हो जाएगा. Understand? Order should be must. This function will return how many values? 4 values. That you already know that. Okay, we divided data into 2 parts, train data and test data, X to train and Y train, X to test and Y test, but you need to mention the order like this. Okay, do that. Copy the order. Python is very easy, ma. Everything is there with your hands. This is 1, 2, 3. X train, X test, Y train, Y test. So this function, you read our process also. In our process also, we written the same. We divide the data into 2 parts, train data and test data. Train data has what? X train and Y train. Test data has what? X test and Y test. So we are passing X input data and Y output, and we are dividing the data. We are dividing the data into 80:20 ratio. That's why test size equal to 0.2. Also we divide data into data randomly. That's why we are using random state equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now run that. First identify the shape. Suppose if you mistake anything done, identify the shape. Now tell me this, total how much values? df dot shape. Total how many values are there? Look at the screen. Total how many values are there? 1599. 1599 divided into two parts. One is which part? Train part and test part. So 1599 train part is how much percentage? 80 and test is how much? 20. So now by 80 will give which data? By 80. Into 80. Into 80 divided by 100. 1273. So how much data approximately? 1280 samples are train data. Which data? Train data. And remaining. What are remaining? 1599 into 20 by 100. Look at the screen, ma. Look at the screen. Don't run it. 319. That means 320. 320 samples are train data. Look at the board. Don't write anything. Without writing, you need to understand. df dot shape is nothing but 1512. What is the meaning of that? Total, how many columns are there? 12 columns are there. How much data? Data is equal to 1599 observation. Now, if you're now without running extend dot shape, what is the output could be? Tell me how the output could be now. Tell me what is the output? I've written here. How many samples are there? Tell that you need to explain first and then try with Python. Give some information to your brain. Some work 1280 comma to why 12? That is the wrong. Why 12? 12 is the total data. You already dropped which column? Then how much samples will be there? You drop that. That's why you are saying what? Train, na? That's why you are saying what? X. X is nothing but what? Input. X is nothing but what? Why you are saying input? Because you dropped what? Then how many columns will be there? That you need to identify. That you need to identify. Similarly, X test dot shape kitna? 320 comma 1 or 11. अरे X क्या कौन सा डाटा है? X is input ना? अरे क्या रे? X is input, that is 11. Now next Y. Y train. Y train is nothing but now. What is the shape of this? Y is nothing but only one column, na? How much data? Train is same. Train data means same samples will divide, na? How much input divide? That much output also will divide. So 1280 comma 1, but it will not give 1, it will give like this. It will give like this, which means only one dimension data. Randomly only. Randomly, but number of observations this much. The total number of observations. ఉంటుంది కానీ టోటల్ మనం చూసిందంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ అబ్జర్వేషన్స్. ఈ ట్రైన్కి ఈ ట్రైన్ రెండు సేమ్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఇలా ఉంటుంది. ఏజ్, జెండర్, సమ్ అవుట్పుట్ ఈస్ దేర్ వై. ఏజ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ 30, జెండర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు మేల్, అవుట్పుట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎస్. 31 ఫీమేల్, నో. 32 male, yes. Now randomly you divide observation. Which observation you are taking randomly? Assume that first two. These two are you are taking randomly, correct? You taken randomly, and again after taking randomly, what happened? You are taking this as X train and this as what? Y train. So what is the number of this observation same as this observation? Na? Understood now? Because you selected randomly and you are dividing separately, na? This is separately. This is now this enter these two things are coming out what? X train. This is coming what? Y train. If this is ID 1, what is the ID of this also? This ID is 2. What is the ID of this? That is 2. So that is not matter. That is okay. And next, Y test 320 comma 320 comma 1. 1 is nothing but it will not give that, nothing but one dimension. Because it is a series, no? It is a series. And now run this, all 4 here. The series. Okay, dot shape. Dot shape. Dot shape. Print this. Print of this. Do it first. Print of this. Now verify this. Your answer is correct or wrong. Got it good? Okay, 1 to 79. Not 1 to 80. Is that clear? Ma? Can you please confirm the chat? Why 320 is train data? Are you getting this calculation understood? Test size is how much percentage given? 20%, na? 1279. Here also. I have no doubt in that. Everyone is good, right? Without calculating Python, you need to understand internally how it is working. You taken that train data is how much percentage? Train data is 80%. That's why you divided with what? 80. Test data is how much percentage? 20%. That's why you divided what? 20. And this is the data sample. Avinash, clear? Everyone is good, right? It's very, very simple and straightforward. Anyone can understand this. Now check that X train dot head and Y train. Do this. Check number 1. Check number actually in fact 2, that is. In fact 3. Check 3. Read the first 5 values of X train and Y train and check the IDs. And check the ID. Both should be same. Correct, Kumar? Both should be same. This is the check number 1. Check number 2. Check the shapes. Check number 1. Check the data sample count. Do this my extend dot head. Extend dot extend dot head. First one is what? 441. Next one is what for me? For me 227. For you it is different. Okay, your laptop is different, your running is different, and everything is different, and for me also different. Sometimes sometimes will match, sometimes not match. So what are the IDs? 441. Now check the ID for Y train also. See what is the first value? Same. Valid now. Check 3. So when you divided data randomly, but extent is related to whom? Y-train. Extent is related to whom? Y-test. Sorry, I want to finish today, but next one, ma. Session step 1, step 2, step 3 all together, okay? All together. Because this is part is similar for every machine learning model, every deep learning model, every NLP model. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. What is the step 1? Sorry, step 1 is step 2 is the read data, right? This is this one. This one. This one. And then next this one. Reading the data anyhow you will do for everything. But this, and this. In fact, we done only this only, right? Just read the data. And then you can say this step 1. Step 2. These are the common. Step 3. Step 4. For every model, this is the common. But EDA is there after step 1. Assume that you already done EDA, your data is ready. Then step 2, step 3, step 4. Simple steps, no? That's why no one will ask you about Python code of machine learning. Everyone will ask you concept behind the Python code of that. What is the train test split? How it will done? What is the concept like that? Deepak is not happy. Chalo, we'll develop the model now. Step 5th. Copy karo na. Step 5th. Develop the ML model. Develop the ML model. See the process, ma. See the process. Develop the ML model. Whenever you want to do ML model, only 3 steps are there. Read the package. Save the package. Save the package. Apply. Fit transform. This you already know that. We'll just develop the model and we'll continue tomorrow. That is. Before we have a lot of time is there after 10:30 also. So we went to till 11:30 and we done our syllabus very fast. Now we have only constricted time, 1.5 hour means 1.5 hour only. Because you are sandwich now. After 9 o'clock, before 10:30. Sandwich batch. Yeah. So we want to take the linear regression model, ma. So that is also in SKPL package. That's called linear model. See how beautifully they are given. In the linear model, we have the linear regression. Simple. No need to by heart also. In the tree model, decision tree will be there. In the bias model, naive bias will be there. In the neighbors, KNN will be there. Okay, like that you need to understand. In the pre-processing, label encoder will be there. Standardization will be there. Standard scalar will be there. Like that. So from sklearn, dot linear model, because it is a linear model, import linear regression. Then LR is, read the package is done. Next what? Save the package. That's called linear regression. Now fit transform, you need to pass X data and Y data. Which data you need to pass? Train data. X train and Y train. Whatever we written in the process, the same thing we are doing. Okay. LR dot fit. That no fit transform here, only fit X train comma Y train. Then LR is ready. Read the package, save the package, apply fit transform. But here no fit transform. Generally fit transform will be there, but here only fit. Read the package, save the package. This is also similar. Now linear regression, how many days we learn? Almost 1 week we learn. Now how many minutes it's taken? 1 minute. 1 minute done. Linear regression. Right, Suri? So they need to concentrate on what? Concept, not on Python code. After? Discrete value is there. Which one? After? Okay, like that you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, right? Generally, it is come like kind of classification will come. It come under regression also. But if you give only range, some range, that is only your label. If you say that. So okay, model is done. Next step is what? What is in the process? What in the process? Oh no. Process should remember. Pass which data? Test data. Pass the ML model. So in the LR dot predictions will be available. Predict. LR में क्या होता? Predict होता. Predict में कौन सा पास करना था? Test data. That is called step number 6. Step number 6. Get the predictions. We'll pass X test data to get the predictions. LR is your model name. LR is your model name that you saved with what? LR. LR में क्या होता? Predict होता. वो predict method में you need to pass what? Some test sample. And how many test sample you passed? What is the count? 300. So 320 values will come. 320 values. And these 320 values you need to compare with. That's it. Then you will get accuracy. And that we'll see tomorrow. Method. Everything methods are there. Is there no already Python book is there in front of you? Everything is there, no? I shared. You want to try your own? Explore this. Now you have enough knowledge is there. You can explore this notebook also. You have enough knowledge is there. If you want to explore it, explore it. But again, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, again, I will complete this. After complete this only, we will create the Flask application. Okay. How to get this prediction on the web page. Chalo. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the session. Just practice it. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, your class is there 9 to 1. 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock tomorrow. Otherwise, in one class, we can't finish like this. Half only will continue, no? That I don't want. Linear regression, this is basic. Shell linear regression with Flask. Shell linear regression with Streamlit. Application I will teach. Flask API, how to test in Postman. That is also I will teach. I hope everything should complete tomorrow. I'm hoping for that. Then you can test from next model onwards. Whenever I create the models using Python, you will immediately test in the APIs. That you can practice that. Okay. So tomorrow is very, very important class and extra class. Chalo.